Sunday morning. Okay, quick update. Been a bit slack, apologise. Last weekend, dreaded man flu, but I survived. Just a cold, one of those things. Knocked me out for the weekend. Scratched any training for 3 days actually. Still a bit snotty from the back end of that, but otherwise feeling okay. Otherwise, struggling a little bit. Feel tired a lot of the time. Motivation's not at its best. Once I get there and I get going, I fire up and there's no problem. But it's that initial getting there and getting going that I'm struggling with. However, Bodyweight is now sitting at 378 pounds. So definitely heading in the right direction. Carrying a bit more water than I was, so I've got to account for some of that weight to be water, but still progress. I had a really good chest workout yesterday and tries. Drugs are consistent. I'm considering dropping the Deca and putting Tren in, but I've got 12 weeks left. Sorry, no, I've got 10 and a half weeks left. So I think I'll leave it another couple of weeks before I change over. Otherwise, not so bad. Cardio is crap. My CV capability is absolutely non-existent. So I'm going to have to try and put some in. It is just difficult with the nerve issue. Continually working on that. No major improvements, but there are some very subtle changes. Strength is good. Still can't do any stiff leg work, bent over work or compound leg work. Gonna try and throw a bit of leg pressing in this week and see how much it cripples me. But otherwise, all positive. Now my last blood works came back with protein and creatine elevated in my piss. So it's been on and off for 5-6 years like that, so it's nothing new, but I managed to convince the doctor to get me through to the renal specialist, just to see. Just to make sure there was nothing untoward, and it wasn't, because at the moment it's just been put down to my supplementation. Anyway, renal specialist agrees that it could possibly be that, but he would like to investigate just to make sure. So I'm back with him on the 10th of October for more blood work, etc. However, while I was there, obviously they do your weight, which is why I found out I was 378, and they do your blood pressure and everything else. And BP was 110/46. The specialist couldn't actually believe. He sat there looking at the numbers and looking at me, and he's like, how the hell can you be your size with blood pressure that good? So that front's all good. Going to see a blood toxicology specialist on Tuesday and get all that checked. This is quite a weird one. This is a bit of a new age thing, but they do live blood work, they do urine work, and they do saliva work, and there's a machine that can test the toxicology of your blood, all the toxins you've got running in your system. Now we're filming it for the second film as well. Oh, excuse me. Doctor knows I'm using, doesn't know how much, and we're not going to tell her until she's told me how crappy my body is. So this is going to be interesting. A bit nervous, to be honest, as well. But this will be a good indication of what is really going on inside me. And then we're going to tell her what I'm on and see what she says. So that could be interesting. Did some filming with Reggie Yates for a BBC 3 documentary on body dysmorphia. Seemed to go alright, I don't know. The guy seems fine, though apparently he threw a bit of a diva strop in the car park because he got some dirt on his coat. So I'm not too sure if the guy's a tosser or not, but he was pleasant enough with me. Filming was okay. I've no idea when it comes out, they haven't told me. I presume it'll be a while. I've also been asked to do some work with BBC Wales on the effects of sheep shagging with steroid use. No, not really. With rugby. They're looking into the number of rugby players that use, and they've asked me to do some work with them, so looking forward to that. And I'm going to Denmark in the middle of October to talk about steroid use over there, because their rules are quite strict. I was hoping to get into Norway and Sweden, but unfortunately I haven't really found anyone that can accommodate us over there as it stands at the moment. I have spoke briefly to Martin Kellstrom, so I'm hoping that he'll meet up with us and we can do something with him, but we'll have to wait and see. So that's all stuff for the film. That's all going really well. Not much else to add, really, to be honest. I say, when training is good, it is phenomenal. Unfortunately, it's not always good, but consistency is getting better, so hopefully things will improve. Seems to be a mental issue more than anything else. It's not so much a physical thing. I must admit, I am not as motivated on this one as I was on the first one. It is hard, harder this time, and it does get on top of you a little bit, and I just got a bit of a mental block that I need to get my head out of, and a negativity in there that I need to just shift. But really, in general, to be honest, things are good. Chest is bloody sore today. Oof. Back to see the pain clinic as well tomorrow on my back issue, which they're going to be getting a few words of truth thrown at them because they've been absolutely bloody useless. Trying to treat a problem that's not even there instead of ignoring what I'm telling them about the real problem. But we'll get there. We'll get there. But in general, good. Could always be better, and I'm always pushing for more. That's just the nature of who I am. But in general, good. Good weight gains, not overly watery either with it all, so I'm probably the biggest I've ever been at the moment. Not the strongest, but definitely the biggest. But power's getting there. I was back with the 155s on chest pressing yesterday. Pounds, not kilos. Which isn't massive weight, but it's decent weight for me. So I'm happy to be back up at that weight, and I'll only improve from there, I know. Yeah, I say really, I can't grumble. I just need to get this little bit of a doom and gloom I've got about things out of my head. That's it, really. Not much else to tell you. It's been a bit boring. Just groundhog, really, just same shit, different days. So, I am definitely getting more positive. Yesterday was very good. Day off today, and then back on Monday, and I'm actually looking forward to it. So that's definitely a good sign. I've had a bit of a trouble with the food, just not had an appetite really, but that over the last couple of days seems to be improving, and I've been hitting all my meals quite consistently the last few days, and it seems to be the more I'm eating, the easier it is for me to eat, which sounds a bit weird, I know, but so all good. No, definitely all good. 10.5 weeks. I need to get my head down and make it count.